Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is MOHAMAD Asdaq Masyarie bin RUZI. My matrix number is 12016333. So today I will explain to you the introduction of drunk driving. Drunk driving means driving under the influence. Drunk driving is the offense of driving, operating or being in control of a vehicle while impaired by alcohol or other drugs, to a level that renders the driver incapable of operating a motor vehicle safely. Drunk driving is a serious crime. It's strongly prohibited in many countries, including our country, which is Malaysia. It is stated in the Road and Transport Act 1987. It is offense to drive a vehicle in Malaysia when the alcohol content in a person's breath, blood or urine exceed the prescribed limit. Our country does not tolerate on this crime because many people have already died and got hurt because of this act of drunk driving. Due to that, the government have provided a severe punishment for the drunk driver. The current punishment for drunk driver is under Section 45A Clause 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987, which carry a fine of between Rm1,000 and 6,000 ringgit Malaysia, or jail up to 12 months. But recently, our Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin has instructed the Transport Ministry to propose an amendment on the penalties for the drunk driving to more severe penalties. This year, in 2021, we've been shaken by the news about a young man died after being hit by the drunk driver. The suspect is arrested under Section 44 Clause 1 of the Road and Transport Act 1987, which, if convicted, can be imprisoned not less than 10 years and a fine not less than 50,000 ringgit Malaysia and not more than 100,000 ringgit Malaysia. Overlook on the cases, we can see how crucial the effects of the drunk driving for both suspect and the victim. One also need to consider the victim and the suspect family. The victim family will be devastated by the loss of their loved one. Furthermore, the suspect family will experience the same humiliation and resentment as a result of the suspect mistake, and it will be more even tragic when their family life and future are destroyed just because of a mistake. All of this situation would not have occurred if the suspect had not driven while drunk.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is HAKIM bin KHAIRI. The number matrix is 1201642. Today I'm going to present to you the number of cases based on this graph. Here we can see the division of cases between death, serious injuries and minor injuries that occur each year. First, let's see the number of cases that cause death, which is the blue bar. In 2010 and 2011, the statistic illustrates below 50 cases, which is 49 and 33. But a year later, the number of cases almost doubled to 136 cases. This number continued to rise to 207 in 2013, but experienced a slight decline in 2014 and made it only 193 cases. However, in 2015 and 2016, the number of cases increased again to 229 and 237 cases, and 2016 was the highest peak of death recorded. 2 years later, the case dropped drastically to almost 75%, bringing the number of cases in 2017 to 58 cases and 2018 to 54 cases only. Next, serious injuries, which is the orange bar. In 2010, there were only 30 cases recorded, The number decreased slightly to 23 in 2011. Cases that occurred in 2012 recorded a total of 50 cases. The following year, there were 47 cases that occurred, resulting in serious injuries. This number continued to increase for 3 years straight: 56 cases in 2014, 95 cases in 2015, and peaked in 2016, which is 113 cases. Even so, the number of cases dropped back to 81 cases in 2017 and 74 cases in 2018. The third type of cases is minor injury. Data in 2010 started by recording only 31 cases and 35 cases in 2011. The number continued to rise to 60 cases in 2012, 73 cases in 2013, 84 cases in 2014, 96 cases in 2015, and recorded the highest number of cases in 2016, which is 111 cases. After that, cases were found to have decreased to 73 cases in 2017, and lastly 63 cases in 2018. Second graph shows total cases of drunk driving injury cases in Malaysia from 2010 to 2018. Beginning in 2010, the total number of cases recorded was 110 cases. The following year, this number dropped to the lowest level in the 8 years the data was taken, which was only 91 cases. But after that, the number of cases increased drastically, reaching 246 cases, and this is an increase of 2.7 times compared to the cases in 2011. Cases continued to rise in 2013 to 327 cases, then 333 cases in 2014. No wide gap compared to the year before that. In 2015, the number of cases soared again to 420 cases, and this number continued to increase until it reached its peaks in 2016, which recorded 461 cases. After that, the number of cases recorded decreased sharply and experienced a reduction of up to 45% compared to 2016, which is 212. The data, which ended in 2018, still presenting a decrease in cases to 191 cases only. Studying both graphs, there are a few things that we can conclude. The first one is, almost every year, the cases that cause death are the highest when we compare to the number of serious or minor injuries. The second one is, the year that recorded the worst cases was 2016, which have the highest cases in terms of death, serious and even minor injuries. And the third one is the average for each type of cases. For death, every year, the average is 182 cases every year. Serious injuries, there are 63 cases that happen every year, and minor injuries, the average is 70 cases per year. So these are the number of cases about drunk driving injuries. Thank you very much.
The summary of the research is, drunk driving is a serious crime. It's strongly prohibited in many countries. It included our country, Malaysia. The current punishment for drunk driver is under Section 45A, Clause 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987, which carry a fine of between Rm 1,000 and Rm 6,000, or jail of up to 12 months. The Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin has instructed the Transport Ministry to propose an amendment on the penalties for drunk driving to more severe penalties. And the figure 1 show the total cases of drunk driving injury cases in Malaysia from 2010 to 2018. And the figure 2 shows the numbers of persons in three types of drunk driving injury in 2010 to 2018.